John Rule.
There it is.
It's the 2nd of
April?
May 2016.
Right.
And we're at your
Tell I've
place.
been in the woods.
Lauren Hawkins and I went out there. It was her birthday, and have some pictures here. Crested iris, up close, and not quite so close, but color adjustments fool with it a little bit sometimes, but that's pretty much the basic way it looks. This is a
What?
larkspur.
Larkspur.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it has
But it has the spurs on it?
Yeah, you can see the little spurs. And that's
Cancer weed and daisy fleabane.
and this yellow thing, I'm not sure, but it had some bugs on it. If a flower's got bugs on it, I go for it.
Mighty pretty.
Yeah. There you are with Lauren Hawkins at your,
Yeah, down on the banks of Frog Wall.
and here's a
White spiderwort.
up close, zoomed up,
Beautiful.
cropped. And this is wild comfrey flowers. You
Right.
can see between my fingers how tiny they are. Now,
Yeah.
there's a small butterfly there, and it's pretty darn small, and it's
Yep.
in that wood satyr family.
Right.
And here's another daisy fleabane with a bug I can't identify. Here's another wild comfrey. These are all, out of order.
Well, I've never seen one blown up like that. That's great.
Well, it takes
And there it is with the
whole plant.
whole plant.
So you see the wild comfrey, and last week I showed pictures of the non-native comfrey.
There was a pawpaw bloom. Here's a fleabane with an insect.
And a fleabane without an insect.
All right.
And those pink ones are special.
Another pawpaw bloom. That's a great shot.
And we just love those pawpaws, and they're good to eat, and they harbor,
Oh, yes.
they feed the caterpillars of a major.
I think I brought you
Butterfly.
some last time.
You did. I don't planted some. You and Lauren in your yard, and you were saying you hadn't got to mow very much this year, but you know what? I like it like it is. And here's your house.
Yep, such as it is.
You can
That's
see the grass growing on
grass
top.
on the roof.
Here's a bird. This is the way it looked more or less in reality, closest I could get. But then I color adjusted it, trying to bring out some color.
The
And
forked tail really gets.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yes,
I bet
it
Joe
is.
Neal
I
could
can't
tell us
decide
exactly what this
is.
is and what color it should be.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
Monarda.
Monarda, and it's one of the species that is endemic to woodland.
Right. We used to
And-
make tea with it.
Well, I bet it was good tea, and you
It
survived
did.
it.
Delicious.
Anyway, they're beautiful, and they're one of the precious wildflowers in the Ozarks this time of year. And where I didn't walk was down to where your patch of things I usually get, but somebody put up from 2 years ago on my Facebook thing. Here's our giant
Yeah,
swallowtail.
swallowtail.
And you made these after we were there
Right.
and brought
And
that.
the other side of the wings is the reverse of this amazing yellow markings and so forth.
Yeah.
These.
And that's the end of the show.
End of the show. That was a
See.
great one.
Okay, now we're in the second segment here looking at some more of some of the same things. You can see the spur on the larkspur.
Right, I do.
And
They look like dwarf caps or something.
yeah, and here's your private conservation area, protected property, no trespass, Northwest Arkansas Land Trust. And there's a number to call if you want to talk to the land trust, because a lot of people
Right.
that see this might say, yeah, I have a little
Yeah,
land
there's
I want to put in.
several of those signs.
This is one of the,
I think it's just a black swallowtail.
yeah, I'm not sure. I believe it's black. But they're also similar.
Yeah, they are.
It's
There are a
really
number
hard
that
to
are so close.
master it, but I know people who can.
The spots on the thorax and body may have some distinguishing or a distinguishing mark on some of them.
And I was sitting on the edge of your deck, which you can see here.
Right,
See the
right.
little skink?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
That thing.
The rascal's been eluding me.
He won't let you make a
I
close
saw a
picture.
smaller one. Yeah.
But I got the, I sat there and made those while y'all were talking.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
so I made a lot of pictures of this guy.
It's great.
Okay, there you and Lauren are talking on your porch.
Right.
And we've been snacking a little bit. And here's another picture of a wild comfrey flower
Okay.
between my fingers.
That gives us some idea of the size.
And there's an idea of what the plant looks like
Right.
from above.
That's
And
good.
it's pretty different from the non-native comfrey, but apparently
Yes,
they
it
mostly
is.
have value in our society. And I'm not sure which one of the yellow composite flowers that is, but anyway, it's beautiful.
I wouldn't know it from a cut leaf silphium.
Well, you know, that could be it. It could be it. We didn't check the stem or anything. But there's, Lauren's looking up one of your trees,
Right.
and I think that's the one that had the native honeysuckle growing way up above out of the picture.
Right.
And
Navy
there's-
red sun honeysuckle.
And
Right.
there she is looking at things along the river. And we noticed your river was a little cloudy right now. Of course, as much rain as we've had, there's probably
Right, we got-
erosion going on
We
upstream.
got at least 3 inches of rain out
Yeah.
of two rains in almost.
3 days. So Lauren wishes to live in such a place.
Right.
We envy you, but the trip to town and back is pretty tough.
Yes, it is.
And you do it
It's
so
interesting.
so often.
It's a fair Jeep trail.
Yeah,
It's impossible.
people with four-wheelers like it.
Yeah, people with 4-wheelers like it.
Okay, we're back to
The
some
white-
shots with the white,
Trillium?
white
No, spiderwort.
spiderwort, and there's
White
another
spiderwort.
angle on it, and that's a special one. There are some of those white ones in town, but yours have pink edges, like the ones you showed us before. And I don't know how far we've gone on this batch. Have we gone all the way through? Okay, here, this is a good one. Now that
That's
false false
Rue anemone.
Rue anemone. You said it's false, maybe, but
no,
anyway, regardless, here it is
if
with.
it's down there, it's a false Rue anemone.
Okay, well that's where it's from, and there I held it myself. But you see that blue-eyed grass
Yes,
with
I
the
do.
Rue anemone,
Beautiful.
false or not false.
Right.
I don't care. They're both beautiful. And so this sort of shows comparison of the sizes of them.
Right.
I just held that one over just a little bit so it would be closer to it, so I could get that close-up picture of the two of them. But, and there's something, maybe a wasp
Yep.
on a daisy fleabane,
Yeah.
and there's a different insect on a daisy fleabane, and they're just really important spring flowers. And you see how many of them are
Yeah, they
out-chewed.
change
Have
color.
those
A lot of them
pink ones that
pinkish or.
in there. You had a couple of patches of pink ones that
Right,
that I
right.
found.
Yeah.
This is a halictid bee. It's a green bee. This is something to talk about while we see 2 or 3 pictures of it, is that before honeybees were brought to America,
Right.
all
They were
these
doing the work.
hundreds of species,
All these different
tiny
bees.
wild bees, not
Right.
as big as honeybees in most cases. And of course, bumblebees are natives too.
Yeah,
most of them
bumblebees
have.
could break their way into some of the tighter, bigger blossoms.
But the pollinating was getting done before we had honeybees.
Absolutely.
But if honeybees are getting wiped out, native bees are too. We got
Yeah.
to save all
Yeah,
of
we
them.
have to save all of them. They need their habitat to
And that means
reproduce.
reducing, okay, another larkspur, Delphinium family. Delphinium, there are lots of colors of that, but you had a lot of white ones out there, and that was exciting
Right.
to see.
I see the horns.
I see some in town, but not many like you have out there. And along the road driving in, lots of these are growing. And so hard not to stop for that. Thank you, John, for being
Thank
here.
you
Thanks for having us out
for
your
doing a
place.
beautiful job of photography.
See ya.